Alright everyone, today I'm going to change my chain and sprocket all by myself, and I'll show you how I do it. Now I want to show you all the tools we need to use to fix the chain and sprocket. First, a special set of pliers, 17mm socket, a Dremel tool, thread lock, the front sprocket, the rear sprocket, and the chain. And that's it. What I like to do when I start is remove the chain with the Dremel tool. And first, make sure you have safety glasses. Real quick. And guys, always be careful because the tip you cut might be hot. Next thing, we need to use our special pliers to remove the old front sprocket and then put the new front sprocket on. Do I twist them? Do I twist it? Oh gosh, freaked me out. Don't throw away this special clip because you're gonna need it to put on this, unless you buy a new one. There we go. Alright guys, how you can see is when I took this off, these are really little than the new one. If you look, these got worn down more, and they're worse than this one. This one's better. And this is the new one, this is the old one. So first, you put this on. After that, put the clip on. Alright guys, so don't try to push this on. What you have to do is grab your special pliers, put your clip onto the pliers, and then you're able to put it on the hook. That good. Next, what you need to do is remove your tire with the 7mm socket.
17mm.
17mm socket. And then guys, eventually, you can just take it off and screw it by hand. And then next, you need to pull your axle out. Hold on to it. All right. Here's the axle. And now you just remove your tire. You need to remove the sprocket bolts. There's 4 of them. And then take the sprocket out. Then you can put the new sprocket in. Then you need to put these back on. Next, we need to remove the sprocket. And now, put the new one on. Before we put the bolts on here, we need to put thread lock on the bolts so they stay on. There we go. Alright guys, now you need to put grease on your axle, but don't put it on your thread, because if you put it on your thread, your bolt will loosen. But make sure you put on rubber gloves. And that should be enough. Now, it's time to install your wheel back on. But first, you take off your glove.
Pads are the rotor through the brake
And
pads.
those brake pads, good. Are they?
Yep. Hold it right there. Up.
Sorry. Alright, I'll tell you when I got it coming through. I see it. Alright. Keep it right there. Perfect. Oh, gosh. Flew at me. Wait. This.
Cool.
Alright guys, what you need to do is your chain might not fit, so you need to mark it and cut it right there.
Put in.
Alright
There's
guys,
3 pieces.
now we
Take your glasses off. You can't be doing that glasses.
alright guys, now we put on master link, and let me show you.
You gotta set it in this way here, like this.
And I'll show you how we do it. So what you need to do is, I'll show you all the parts to put on the master link. Put the master link on. Yeah. Now, on this little piece. And if you put it this direction, your chain will pop off. So you always need to remember to put this piece this way. Alright guys, now we put on the master link, as you can see, and we put on the chain. So now we need to pump my brakes and make sure all the chain is adjusted and good. Alright guys, one thing you need to remember, if you ever take out one of your tires, it doesn't matter if you're front or your back, you always need to pump your brakes like 10 or 15 times.
Turn the camera so they can see you. Why do you do that, Mikey?
And why you do that? It's because if you need to use your brake out on the track, if you don't pump your brakes, you'll go over the berm or like go over the jump too fast or case it. Alright. Now we're all finished. I'm gonna grab my gear. We're gonna go ride.